Talk Radio. Your views, your calls, your commercial radio station of the year. On 1053 and 1089 AM.
Talk Radio satellite weather tonight. A cloudy night for the northeast of England and eastern Scotland with some isolated showers. Who wrote this? Elsewhere will remain dry, although there will be a chance of patchy mist and even ground frost. In parts of Northern Ireland, West Scotland, and northwest England, it'll be the same. Is that right, Andy?
Yes.
Okay, for tomorrow, the eastern coast of England and Scotland will be rather cloudy with isolated showers. The rest of the UK will have a dry, bright, and occasional sunny day. Maximum temperature is 19 degrees, which is about 66 Fahrenheit.
I want to complain about the rudeness of BT's customer service people.
Yeah, the hell with you, pal. Get stuffed.
Why do I dislike Jerry Springer?
Your mother's so ugly, she looked out the window and got arrested for mooning.
What?
I'm no oil painting, but she doesn't look...
No, you are an oil painting, but one by Francis Bacon.
Getting jiggy with it. Getting jiggy with it. Getting jiggy with it. Getting jiggy with it.
Who recommends the recommended retail price?
Whose idea was it for the word lisp to have an S in it?
I love the smell of George Michael in the morning.
That was a beautiful radio moment. Come on, get real. This is the 1980s. Try to keep up.
Nick out.
I'd like to hear you read the weather again there, Mike.
Oh, please, this is crazy in here. And I have no water. I cannot read weather without water.
You have no water?
I have no water.
And what has that got to do with reading the weather?
My mouth is dry. How can I say temperatures in Scotland without, how can I say anything if I haven't got water?
I haven't got effects.
What is going on? Let me try this again.
Do getting jiggy with it. I think last time we followed the football, they rewired everything in the studio to make it impossible to do a radio show.
Exactly. Let's try that now.
Okay.
Yes, the answer's in the question, actually.
Ah, beautiful.
This wonderful system has to be done twice.
Okay, so you were telling me about your lack of water.
See, my mouth is dry.
Mm-hmm. Do try and read the weather again, because that was hilarious.
Was it? Okay. Tonight, a cloudy night.
The funniest part was when you screwed it up and you said, "Who wrote this?"
Well,
never mind about who wrote it.
Blame other people.
Yeah, who's reading it?
but look at it. The letters are too big to read. Cloudy night.
No, wait a minute. That's the problem. Is the letters are too big? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, because my eyes have to shift too much. My mouth can't keep up. My dry mouth, that is. Maz, you want to come read the weather?
Weather?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good, yeah.
Oh, you read it.
You're right here. Have we left it in a bit of a mess for you?
No, it's fine. It's just that...
Okay, weather.
Maz will do it.
What is it? Yes. It's a cloudy night for the northeast of England, eastern Scotland, with some isolated showers.
The letters are too big, eh?
They are, aren't they? Elsewhere will remain dry, although there will be a chance of patchy mist and even ground frost. Exclamation mark. Yeah.
Okay.
In parts of Northern Ireland, western Scotland, and northwest England. There you go.
It's too...
Lovely. Thank you, Maz.
That's how a professional does it.
See, he's a professional.
Yeah.
I'm only pretty.
Is that all right for you? Not too messy?
No, that was lovely.
Sorry about that.
No, that was beautiful.
But Maz has been, having lovely beverages all evening, because his mouth is not dry like mine is.
Yeah, I think he's drunk too. You're supposed to drink on the air like that. I guess when you're only speaking at half time and on full time, then it doesn't really matter one way or the other. You can get coffee intravenously dripped into you, and it's perfect.
Exactly.
Yeah. People come in here and slap them around the face as soon as the whistle goes.
An injection of B12.
Yeah. Hey, you're on. So hey, we're on 0500 1053 89. It's a free call. And the email, which we're getting a few emails. Some of these are quite funny. The email address is nabbott 2bs1t at talk-radio.co.uk. And the fax is 0541 59 69 79. All free material gratefully received. We're going to do another Where Am I thing, and the money is going through the roof on this. We've got quite a lot of money to give away here, don't we? We'll do that in about 10 or so minutes' time. You have to guess the location of and I'll go through all of that and make it clear as a bell. as we continue. James Whale is off for this week, and I'm Nick Abbott. I'm being lengthened through the evening until Ian Collins takes over at midnight. And he comes in so early, it really kind of mystifies me why he does that, because he's on for 6 hours.
Yeah, but for Ian's show, every hour constitutes 3 or 4 hours preparation.
It does?
Oh, yeah. So everything's carefully worked out and...
Really? What, that show?
Yeah. We pay all our callers, and then we have to call them and prompt them and tell them what to say.
Type out the script.
Yeah. So that when he says, let's go to Plymouth.
Yeah.
Good morning, Joyce. She goes, that's comedy timing. It's got to be done properly.
Right. That's his mate in Plymouth. Okay, here's one on a mobile, so better take him straight away. I always got cut off. It's a bloke on the A14. Hello. You remember what I said about... Hello? Ian.
Yes, that's me.
Hello, Ian.
First time caller. I thought I would phone, and you're always saying that nobody phones you at the beginning of the show. So I thought I'd phone at the beginning of the show.
I know, it's very aggravating when nobody does that. Everybody needs to be drawn in, almost like I'm holding out bread for birds. Well, so bless you, Ian. So what have you been up to?
I'm driving. I'm just taking a break at the moment.
Driving away from...
Not driving away from anything. I'm a truck driver.
Now, Ian, you must be driving away from something.
No, not really. I'm driving to something at the moment.
Oh, yeah? Where are you off to?
I'm going down to Bury St Edmunds.
A little bit of import-export going on there?
Something like that, yeah.
So, well, now, that implies that some illegality on your part, something like that.
Nothing exciting.
Are you wearing a camel-coloured car coat at the time?
Certainly not.
Really?
Not in a truck.
And what are you hauling? Is it livestock?
No, it's building materials for a national company.
You were up on the church roof over the weekend.
Something like that, yeah.
And you have a lot of lead in the van you need to unload under cover of darkness.
Not really. This is stuff that's going to be delivered by people from this area tomorrow.
I have the builders in my place at the moment. My head is still swimming because I'm having the floor sanded and then varnished.
Right.
And when you could set your watch by it, they start to get really kind of giggly when they're varnishing the floor, because the fumes that come off it are unbelievable. I mean, I'm lying down in the next room trying to have a sleep before I come here. Sure. And I feel like I'm floating and, just almost passing out instead of just going to sleep. And they're in the next room on their hands and knees, just kind of giggling like schoolgirls, because I think they just they make it a little too strong.
Yeah.
And it affects their minds. And so, apart from workmen on their hands and knees giggling in each room, almost like a fixture, every single thing in my entire flat is covered in like an inch of dust. The dust that flies up when you do anything that is remotely connected with home improvement is incredible.
Sure.
Are you in a building trade?
No, I'm a driver.
Well, you say that like I'm some kind of idiot for having asked that in the first place. You're driving...
Not at all.
You're driving...
I told you before.
You did it again. You're driving building materials, right?
Correct.
Well, that means you're in the building trade.
No, it means I'm in the driving trade.
I guess so, yeah. Okay, well, you really have shown me up to be some kind of fool here. Thanks a lot.
Pleasure, anytime.
What a great start to the show. 0500 1053 89. It's a free call. We'll set up the competition in about 10 minutes' time. And as I mentioned before, we got quite a bit of money to give away now. This is excellent. I've got 4 clues to give you. We're going to give you out a 5th as well, so somebody is bound to get this.
Yeah.
So we'll go away, come back, and all that business.
Nick Abbott on Talk Radio.
Free call 0500 1053 89.
Okay, now the ball has started rolling. Here's one. Blimey, Rill. I haven't been there in ages. Right by Prestatyn, yes? Oh, I keep fading up the wrong thing. How do you get this back so it used to be? Blimey, we're on
push
the
the
wrong
conference
thing.
button.
Now, am I going to lose this guy by doing that?
Push hold.
Hold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Now, push off.
off? No, that will lose him.
That will lose line 12.
What's on line 12?
I don't know. It shouldn't be there, though.
Okay. And nothing happens.
Oh, try it again.
No. Here's Richard in Rill.
Hello, Nick.
Richard.
I am here.
I know you're there. It's just
This is a trunk call from North Wales to London.
A trunk call? What was a trunk call, by the way?
This is in the days when you had to go via the operator. This radio station would have then been called Talk Wireless.
And they used to have, you used to put the money in the slot and then wait till the man answered, and then you had to press a button, yeah?
He did. Mars just got rid of your call for you.
Is that what he did? He just stormed in here like he was going to help me, and he screwed up the show. I can't believe it. If he comes in here again, shoot him, okay, before he gets in here. Seriously.
What happened to security around here?
I'm going to come in during football and cut the wires, so he's going to have to fill for 45 minutes. I can't believe he just did that. Here's one in Birmingham. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
How you doing, Nick?
Okay.
You working next week?
My working next week?
Are you on air next week, yeah?
Yeah, 7 till 9 next week,
yeah.
7 till 10 Friday.
You going to do anything about Buddy Holly?
Am I going to do anything about Buddy Holly?
Because I tell you what, Nick, I'm sick and tired of, even with talk radio, everywhere you listen, everything about Elvis Presley, they always go on about him. Buddy Holly's anniversary on the 7th of September. Let's have some talking about the true king of rock and roll.
Okay, that's a good idea. Let's have some Buddy Holly right now. This was his, wasn't it? He was great, Buddy Holly. Couldn't see the glass in front of his face, but what a songsmith. Step into the 90s there, Kevin.
Pardon?
Step into the 90s there, mate. Get over Buddy Holly. Blimey.
Yeah, Nick, on a serious note now, he was really the true king of rock and roll.
Yeah, anything you say.
Well, let's talk about it.
No, let's not. Elvis Presley was the king of rock and roll. Buddy Holly was the queen. Here is one in Portsmouth. Hello.
Yeah, Nick, I went to see the X-Files movie tonight.
Okay, first, before you say another word, don't tell me anything, and I do mean anything about it.
All right, are you into the X-Files?
Absolutely.
What kind? Are you into the kind of mythology episodes where they sort of doing the conspiracy stuff, or are you into the sort of one-off stuff that's self-contained?
I much prefer the self-contained stuff with the weird monsters.
Dear, I was expecting that with a film, but I won't.
Well, see, now already you're telling me stuff. You know, and you'll say this to people. You'll say, "Don't tell me anything about it," and they say, "No, I won't." But right at the end, Bambi's mother gets shot, and you think, they just can't contain themselves. And they'll say, no, I'll just tell you this little bit. And she gets, she takes an overdose of heroin thinking it's cocaine, and he has to stab her in the heart with a needle. You know, it's just that little bit, that's all. So aggravating.
The music's good, though. Do you like the music in the X-Files? I do.
Yeah, of course. I like everything about the X-Files.
I like the feeling of towards the last part of the full series. I haven't got Sky, so I've got friends that sort of tell me stuff that's been going on in Sky. It's really upsetting.
Well, see, now already you've told me too much. That it is upsetting is telling me too much, Mick. I mean, how do I have to give you a signed sheet of instructions?
You're a nice guy.
Don't tell me anything about it, please.
You're an incredibly nice guy, and this hurts.
It hurts what you're about to do to me? You bastard. I'm going to have to cut you off because I don't want to take the risk that you're going to tell me what happens in the film. I just don't want to take that risk. Because not only I don't want to hear it, nobody else wants to hear it either. Doing this job, you have to go and see everything before it comes out because people will tell you. They will. Okay, so say goodbye, Mick.
Bye, Mick.
Here's one in Liverpool. Hello.
All right, Nick?
Yeah.
Right, have you seen the Levi's advert with the dead hamster?
No, I've heard a lot about it, but I haven't actually seen it, no.
I mean, it's been called off, and it's one of my favourite adverts. I mean, don't you think there should be more dead animals on telly?
A lot more dead animals, yes, that's what I miss from television.
I mean, I have an uncle, and he's in Cornwall and all the farms and that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I go and work down there, and there's nothing more satisfying than slaughtering an animal.
Of course.
The squeals, the blood, and the pain, it's just great.
Is that your squeals or the animals' squeals?
The animals.
Right.
I mean...
Can you do me a favour, Dave? Can you squeal like a pig?
Like a pig?
Yeah.
No. No, and finally get some dead animals on the telly, because you've got Rolf Harris saving them all the time.
Yeah, I know. I can't stand that, man.
Which doesn't make good telly.
No, that's right.
Kill them.
I know. Somebody should give Rolf Harris a meat cleaver, and he should set about, a vet's practice.
Exactly. And when you're sitting there, and you know that you're eating your Sunday roast, and that leg of ham is the leg of ham you killed.
Right.
It just tastes that bit better.
Of course.
And I just don't understand why the complaints of this country have got it taken off.
Speaking as a vegetarian, Dave, you are making more sense than any call I've ever taken. Thanks a lot, mate. 0500 1053 89. Of course, we're only joking. It's a free call, and we'll do the competition right after this.
Now on Talk Radio, Where Am I? With 1 the national network for free national calls.
All this week we are playing Where Am I? With 1 to celebrate their new special edition free national call tariffs. In every show, there's a new clue to the whereabouts of our 1 caller who is somewhere in Britain, and if you think you know which town or city they're making their 1 free national call from, you could be a winner. And I can make you £900 better off in the next hour, because our 1 caller's on the line now with a clue to his mystery location.
I'm at the Chip Inn, where Francis Drake once sunk a pint or two. Where am I?
If you think you know which town or city he's making his free 1 national call from, the Where Am I competition hotline is 0894 222 333. You leave your name and number. It'll cost you 25p, and I could be calling you back before 11 o'clock. We don't need your answer. We just need your name and number. Don't call the free call number to get on the air. Call the competition hotline 0894 222 333.
Where Am I? All this week on Talk Radio with 1 the national network for free national calls.
Okay, so there it is, £900 in the pot. Here's one. This is the call that was
severed.
Yeah.
Well and truly severed.
I know.
Painful too.
Not my fault.
No, so I believe. It was the weather reader, wasn't it?
That's right. It was our weather girl who came in here.
The one who gave us no ground frost. The initial forecast gave us ground frost, so really? I don't know whether to put long johns on or take him off.
No, take him off.
The topic, the conversation, Nick. Ever had your nose rubbed in it? There's a report in the local paper this week about a gentleman being found in a smoke-filled car with the old hose pipe going from the exhaust.
He was found in a smoke-filled cow?
Car.
Oh, car.
He was revived. The police breathalyzed him and he was over the limit, and they did him for drinking and driving.
Of course.
But he was thrown out of court, fortunately, because he couldn't prove that he was driving. He was smoking something. Anyway, he's had his nose rubbed. That's ever had your nose rubbed in it? You thought he was going to a better plane or getting away from it, and he gets breathalyzed.
Okay, well, it really is a good job that you called back, Aid, on that, beautiful, warming note.
Okay, Nick.
It was like a suicide story, just for comedy purposes.
Yes, in a way. But it made me chuckle with having a breathalyzer.
Oh, yeah, well, it made you laugh, but you live in Rill, mate. I mean, seriously, I mean, anything to get out of Rill, including sitting in a smoke-filled cow.
Yeah, terrific car, yeah. Well,
how is Rill, by the way? I haven't been there in a decade or more.
Sleepy.
Sleepy?
It's sleepy.
Of course, it must be winding down around about now.
It comes to life on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday when they're all out in the clubs and whatever.
Right, all the farmers come off the hillsides.
That's it, yeah. And they have to tie up the horses on the hitching rail and leave the guns at the... I shouldn't say that, but... Yeah, take the chaps off.
They bring their chaps with them, don't they?
Yeah, they bring the chaps with them, yeah. The old leather chaps.
So, Blackpool extends its season by putting on the lights, don't they? They come on in September or something like that, yeah. Which is a really good idea, of course, because if you're in a seaside town, then you don't have any way of making money after the weather goes bad. Does Rill have anything like that at all? I can't remember.
Has the weather been good at all?
Well, it's been okay. I was in Brighton over the last weekend, because it was my birthday, and it was bracing. That's the thing about being by the sea. It doesn't really matter what kind of weather it is. You'll go out if it's really, really windy, because you just want to look at the sea. It's great.
Blackpool's always bracing, though.
And everybody in a seaside resort looks so much healthier than they do in town. You know, you walk around London, everybody kind of looks as though they've been sitting in a smoke-filled cow all day.
Just to get car.
They do. They kind of look pasty and pale and ill and like they spend all day indoors.
True.
But then you go down to Brighton, or I imagine anywhere else on the coastline, and everybody has this sort of ruddy, healthy complexion, which...
the ozone.
It becomes them. Yeah, the air is better down there. You can feel it doing you good as soon as you step off the train.
True.
Mind you, stepping off the train, you feel good as soon as you step off the train, period.
Yeah.
But...
You've always got something to read inside the telephone kiosk there in Brighton.
Well, I bet you do, as indeed you do in London. Yes, that's not a reason to go to Brighton from London, the reading matter and telephone kiosk. There's many and various other reasons.
Yes. Yeah.
They put notices...
How is your French, anyway, by the way?
My French? It's improving by the day. Thanks for asking. All right, cheers, mate. 0500 1053 89. It's a free call. I'm Nick Abbott doing James Whale just for this week. He's back on Sunday. And tomorrow it's 8 p.m. till midnight. And then Friday I'm back on my normal shift because Mike's doing what will be on now. I'm doing 7 till 10. So, where are we now? The next break is in... Okay, sorted. Here's one in Daventry. Hello? Daventry.
Hello?
Daventry, is that right?
Yeah.
Where's that?
Northamptonshire.
Okay.
Not far from where a certain princess is buried, so...
Right.
There's quite a lot of Americans. I just wanted to bring you up and ask your advice about Martin Scorsese.
Yeah.
I saw his film Goodfellas last night.
Excellent.
And it was brilliant.
Yeah.
My top film so far, behind, in front of Reservoir Dogs, etc. Just want to know if there's any more of his films you can recommend to me.
Well, it's like an introduction service for movie buffs now.
Yeah.
Martin Scorsese. Taxi Driver was one of his, wasn't he? That's a fantastic film. Same kind of, well, it wasn't the same kind of cast, but Robert De Niro's in that too.
Yeah.
What else did he do?
Mean Streets is excellent.
Yeah.
Also with Robert De Niro.
There's a theme here, isn't there? Kind of like very masculine, aggressive movies that he does.
Casino,
ditto. It's a great film. If you've seen Goodfellas, then you've kind of seen Casino too. It's the same. Joe Pesci's in that too. And by the way, Dave, are you looking at me?
Pardon?
Oh no, that wasn't David Lynch.
Do I make you laugh?
Raging Bull.
That's right. Do I make you laugh?
Am I here to amuse you?
Am I here to amuse you? That's right. I'm funny to you.
Oh, Nick, I've got a great joke for you.
I doubt that. So I'll put you on hold, and Sick Boy can take it. He's on 2. Dave in Daventry claims that he has a great joke for us, so we'll just pause while Sick Boy finds out exactly what that is. And he's shaking his head, and the thumb is down. Caesar speaks. Here's one in Manchester. Hello?
Hello there, yes, Tony.
How are you?
How you doing, Nick? Happy belated birthday.
Oh, thanks very much.
Yeah. Why you chose to go to Brighton, I don't know.
Because it was near.
Well, there's so much in Manchester, you missed out here.
You know what?
Good beaches up here.
You know what? I've never been to Manchester. And I was thinking in Brighton, if I ever get another weekend off, where would I go? Would I go to, somewhere that's near and abroad, like maybe Barcelona or Paris or Amsterdam, somewhere like that, where it would take me a dog's age to get there and back? Or would I go to Manchester? That was going to be my second thought. What is there to do in Manchester?
It's a good question. I'm only visiting myself. I've lived in Canada since '73.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I left Manchester for the same reason that you're not coming here.
Well, I'm thinking of coming there, but I just wonder what
it's
there
not
is.
bad. It's improved. It's changing. There's...
Do they have art galleries and,
good art galleries, yeah. They have good
houses to walk around and stuff like that?
Yeah, there's orchestras and some good libraries.
Libraries?
Yeah, the private library.
Oh, that's a good idea.
If you like antiquities.
Yeah, like on my weekend off, I'm going to go read a book in a library. Are you mad?
And of course, well, the reason I called you was about the football team that they got here.
Yeah.
Just a comment on that game this evening.
Do they have a football team in Manchester?
Yeah, there was a game this evening. What a crock of rubbish. I've never seen Buckham and Sheringham look like you've been in the Sherry, I'll tell you.
Buckham,
yeah.
Buckham.
Yeah. What a team, I'll tell you. The comment I had was, and some other people may wish to comment on it, I don't know. These people are meant to provide entertainment. They get paid enough to provide entertainment. And tonight was just terrible.
Well, actually, they're not really paid to provide entertainment. They're paid to win matches and therefore make money.
You really think that? I mean, what do you think
course.
people pay just to go and watch that kind of game? I mean, we can go and watch kids play in a weekend and enjoy it more.
I wonder how much. Well, I guess in the end, yes, they are paid to provide entertainment. But you can't. It's just one of those things. It's like it's show business. Sometimes you're on and sometimes you ain't.
You're probably right. Okay.
Sometimes you have a good show and sometimes you don't have a good show. It's just one of those things, and you can't determine beforehand, how it's going to go before it's actually going. It's, I come here, and I sit down with, and this might surprise you, Mike. I come in and sit down here with a completely blank mind. Now, I know that might shock you, but there is absolutely nothing on my mind when I come and sit down here. Zero.
Really? Mm-hmm. I thought it'd be more to the, what am I going to eat and how am I going to... No, it's microwavable stuff.
Well, I don't have to think about that because I brought it with me and it's already, waved and eaten.
But that's usually how you prepare for your show, is
by
cooking.
Eating, yeah.
And eating. That strange stuff that
But as shocking as it might sound, my mind is a blank.
I never would have guessed.
I had to cue you so many times to come up with that. Blimey. But yeah, it's show business. You go to the theatre and you pay your 35 quid or whatever outrageous sum it is, and sometimes the stars are on and they're having a great night, and sometimes they're off and you just happen to have paid money on the wrong night. It's the same with comedians. It's the same with anything that is, like showbiz related. It's the same with football too. Sometimes they have a great night, and sometimes for no reason whatsoever, the very same people playing the very same game in the same positions will just, they'll be off. It's like there's no rhyme or reason to it. It's show business.
There's no business like show business, like no business I know.
Everything about it is appealing. Here's a call in Loughton. Hello?
Hello?
Mark.
Yeah, I'll phone up about my mate Richard. He borrows things off me all the time and I never see him again. He's evil. I never see him ever again.
Okay, well, the first thought is, when are you going to learn?
Yeah, I know. I'll never learn. That's what he keeps saying to me. He goes, you never learn. But he's evil, though.
He says that to you as he's taking the stuff. Well, now you're beginning to sound a little stupid there, Mark. What are you lending in?
Well, recently I just bought a £4 PlayStation magazine. First day I got it, he's borrowed it, and now he said it's easy, won't give me it back. Just stupid.
Is he bigger than you or something?
No, he's just... I don't know, he's just evil. And this PlayStation game I got down Game Trade, this evil little bloke in there, I paid about £40 for it, and he borrows it again the first day I get it, and I never see it again. It's amazing.
What is amazing is that people are still obsessed with stupid video games. I mean, seriously, what is that about? Is television too boring for you, or what?
I just enjoy playing them.
But that seems such a solitary pursuit. I mean, I know teenage boys are into solitary pursuits, but seriously, in video games, what possible benefit do you get from doing them? I can understand why they would be addictive, but do you not ever sit back and think, I've just wasted 5 hours of my life staring into a video screen and have absolutely nothing to show for it?
I never get to play it anymore anyway, because he keeps just taking all my games.
Yeah, but is that an answer to my question?
I just like playing them, really.
Yeah, but it's like you've never even thought about it. How old are you?
I'm 17.
17? Yeah. Do you not have, like, urges to go out and, meet people and boff them?
Still go out, but I play it most of the time.
Well, there you go. I mean, that's really worrying to me. You play it most of the time. I mean, you understand that your body is going through huge hormonal changes at the moment, and there's a reason for that. It's called survival of the species. And so you should actually be out there spreading it around, not sitting in your room with your joystick in your hand. I mean, that's just mad, mate.
But can I give my main message?
Oh, yeah, sure, why not? Well, you can leave a short message which will be passed on to him. This is now a message service. Please leave a short message after the tone.
Right, Rich, you better give him my A to Z back, otherwise I'm going to whack you, as they say on Goodfellas. You're dead!
Yeah, but you have to say it with a little more, you have to say it like you mean it. You have to say it like a man, not a little girl. I think he has been, just playing with himself, playing on his own in the bedroom, just a little bit too much. And by the way, they now have a bionic arm. A hotelier who just lost his right arm to cancer became the first person in the world to use a bionic limb. Did you hear about this?
Excellent.
Tremendous. When the fully flexible arm is fitted, this bloke called Campbell Aird will be in control of £100,000 worth of technology. The limb was, and it also kind of ties in with that guy who's planted a microchip in his arm, which turns on computers and lights and so on and so forth when he walks around the building. Because the computer knows
that happen.
Sure. Computer knows that he's arriving, and so will sort his email out for him, and switch his computer on and all that sort of jazz, because it can tell he's on his way. Brilliant.
No.
Absolutely brilliant.
That's never happened.
Of course. It's taken 3 years for this medical team to perfect the arm. Some of the components were so heavy that the boffins had to shrink them. But can you imagine that?
The components are too heavy for an arm. How's the guy going to walk around?
Do I look like a doctor to you? Stop asking me all of these questions. I don't know. All I know is that they now have a bionic arm, and teenage boys all over the world are absolutely thrilled. Can you imagine that? An arm that never gets tired. Absolutely fantastic. Here is a call in Leeds. Hello.
Hello, Nick.
Hello.
I'd like to know, mate, what's your favourite soup?
What is my favourite soup?
Yeah, I've got to know.
Is that what you just said?
Yep.
Okay, Andy. Seriously, put his microphone up, because I have a little discussion we have to have now. This bloke on line 1 just asked me what my favourite soup was.
Yeah, he wants to know.
Did you okay that call?
Yeah.
He didn't call in saying that he had some sort of hilarious story about, soup. Sitting in a smoke-filled cow.
No.
It wasn't one of those.
No, he just said he wanted to know what your favourite soup was.
And you thought that would be okay to call, an okay call to put through, did you?
I can't listen to you, Nick. I've got to know your favourite soup.
Alan, why do you have that kind of a really whiny, squeaky, high voice?
I was born with it, mate.
You were born with it?
Yeah.
How old are you?
28.
I'm obsessed with knowing how old everybody is, of course, of this show. Well, it kind of puts you in, it places you in a box, doesn't it? If you know, that's why newspapers are forever putting somebody's age after, in every story, because as a human being, you need to put people in pigeonholes instantly, and you will do it within a tenth of a second by seeing somebody, whether they look stupid, whether they wear glasses. You automatically assume that they're more intelligent, because the previous experience tells you that it's more likely than not that they will be. If they're good looking, you will assume that they're more intelligent. You'll make assumptions based on their height, weight, skin color, lack of hair or not, voice, everything, and you instantly try and put somebody. And the age thing is paramount amongst that, because you expect behaviour of a 17-year-old that you wouldn't expect of a 50-year-old, and that's why because you sound like on the radio, you sound like you could be sort of 14.
Oh, thanks, mate. Oh.
Don't ever go into radio, Alan.
I don't think I will do. Anyway, what's your favourite soup?
Why on earth? Please tell me why on earth you would want to know that.
Well, I heard about the dead animals. It made me hungry, and I couldn't decide, so I want your opinion, mate. I've got a choice between chicken and I've got vegetable tonight, so whichever one you might pick might make me decide.
Okay, well, I don't want to sway you either way, but there might be some sort of... not surreptitious. What's that kind of subliminal? There might be a subliminal message coming up any moment now.
Go on and go home, you fat chicken.
So,
thanks.
So choose which one you will. 0500 1053 89. That was by a long chalk the stupidest call I've ever had. Here's one in Coventry. Hello.
Hello, Nick.
How are you?
I'm not so bad, thanks. I was wondering about that wonderful woman you had on the other night, who was convinced she was about to combust simultaneously. Now, correct me if I was wrong.
What are you talking about?
That was Ian's show.
Was it? Was that Ian's show?
Yeah, I'll put you on hold. He's coming in about an hour and a half. By the way, I should recap what we've had already, because there is still time for you to register to take part in Where Am I with 1-to-1, the national network for free calls. £900 rests on this. That's in the prize fund. It could be yours if you can identify which town or city our one-to-one caller is making his free national call from. I'll tell you what his clue was again. It was, I'm in the ship inn where Francis Drake once sank a pint or two. Where am I? And as a special bonus, at no extra cost, I'm going to tell you what the previous clues were. This city has a cathedral, an airport, and a university. I've looked around the crafts shops in the Quayside area. The caller said that he was visiting St. Stephen's Church, and it's one of the first places to proclaim a mayor. And the clue in our show again was, I'm in the ship inn where Francis Drake once sank a pint or two. Where is that? The Where Am I competition hotline number is 0894 222 333. The call will cost you 25p. We don't actually need your answer on that, just your name and number, and I could be talking to you and slapping £900 in your hand before 11 o'clock.
Talk Radio on 1053 and 1089 AM. Your award-winning station broadcasting the world's best talk across the UK.
You have got to talk to him. He'll listen to you.
It's the stew method of mixing. Just chuck everything in. 0500 1053 89. It's a free call. It's Talk Radio. I'm Nick Abbot in for James Well. Got till midnight. We're going to give away £900 in this hour. We'll do our best anyway. If not, then the prize money goes up and up and up and up and up and up. And there's no ceiling on this. We'll just keep going up and up and up and up and up and up and up. Shall I read those clues out again? No, in a little bit I will. In about 5 minutes or so. Remind me. Here is one in Birmingham. Hello?
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 Hello, Nick.
Hello, Lynn.
Hello, I'm 31 and I love PlayStation, so what are you giving that kid a hard time for?
It just seems like a colossal waste of a life, you know, sitting in your bedroom staring at a video screen where nothing actually ever happens.
Oh, it does.
It doesn't know. You'll never win. You'll never, ever win.
You have to try.
But for what reason? I just don't get it. It's like playing solitaire. Would you sit in your room all day playing solitaire?
I know how to win that one now, so no. I've got solitaire on my computer at work, actually, so I do that on a lunchtime.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. If it's on your computer, that makes it more exciting because it's in colour. Hooray!
Yeah.
But I
mean, I have got a full social life as well. I will point that out.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
What do you...
I just play it when I get home until the early hours and then wonder why I'm knackered in the morning. Oh, can I say that on the radio? Oh, well.
What, knackered?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, well, never mind. You said it.
I'm glad that it's something that I never got interested in because...
I never did until about last year when the kids bought it. The kids don't get a look in now. My sister's 33 and she plays it more than me, but she's in another room refusing to talk.
Refusing to talk?
She said, no, I'm not going on the radio and telling them.
Oh, refusing to talk to me?
Yeah, she's...
Right.
Quite a shame, really.
She's ashamed of herself?
Yes.
Does she have good reason to be?
No.
Why are you living together as sisters and you're 30-some years old?
Because I'm in the middle of moving house at the moment, so when my new house is being ready, I'm in at my sister's.
Right.
No other reason than that.
Well, what other reason would there be?
Well, you never know.
Well, it's just the way
it starts.
It's just the way you said that. I mean, my mind wasn't working on overtime. Of course, the sisters are living together. What's wrong with that?
Nothing at all.
Exactly, nothing at all. Other than, it's a little bit weird, that's all. But, apart from that, nothing at all. So you're not married?
I'm not. I'm young, free and single and happy.
Well, I don't know. Young might be stretching a little bit. How about your sister? Is she married?
She's just celebrating a divorce.
Is she? So she's way ahead of you. You've got a lot of catching up to do there, Lynn. She's married already and gone through a successful divorce. It looks like she's lived a lot more life than you. I think you...
Oh, I don't know. I mean, if you get married, you just ruin a good sex life, don't you?
Well, I thought that playing a lot of computer games was a substitute for a sex life.
It depends what games you play. Anyway, I think we should...
Move on.
Move on.
Yeah, okay. Thanks a lot, Lynn.
Yeah.
I think we got a little too close to the truth there. Here's one in Northampton. Hello.
Hi, Nick.
Hello.
Evening. South Park, am I the only person that watches it?
Are you the only person that watches it?
No, am I the only person that watches it? Because when I say to people, have you seen South Park last night, blah, 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 they go, what?
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 What is South Park? And it's embarrassing, you know?
I thought that Channel 4 had done a pretty good advertising pitch on this thing, because they would put adverts on Friday for the first couple of episodes in every national newspaper right on the TV page.
That's it. They've even got big billboards with it.
They do? I haven't seen those, but then I don't really travel overground very often. I'm always on the underground. But, no, they did. In everything from The Sun to The Guardian, they were advertising South Park. I thought they really did a big splash on this. And I think it's one of those things like Beavis and Butthead, that if you don't like it immediately, you'll kind of never go back to it. And it does have that kind of annoying look and sound to it that might put a lot of people off. I saw the first one before it actually came out. The company sent us around videos. And I thought, well, it's all right. It's not that funny. But then I thought, I had the same impression when I was watching Beavis and Butthead, that it wasn't that funny. But I think the idea is to stick with it, and suddenly the humour of it will rub off on you, yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. I mean, I think it's the funniest thing since sliced toast, it is good. But as I say, nobody watches it. You go in and say, have you seen this episode, and blah, 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 and they go, what?
Well, perhaps they're just not taking you seriously, David. After all, you are a man who finds sliced toast funny.
Well, yeah, you could say that. Does anybody know where it originated from?
Yeah, I do.
How old it is? How old the actual series itself? That was the other thing.
Well, it was apparently two guys who were asked to do who made a little short and sent it around to companies. Trying to get work. A little cartoon short of these cut-out characters that could only move sideways. And one executive, he might have been in MTV, I can't remember exactly who, said, I like this, do me a Christmas card. And he did them a video Christmas card that he could email to all of his clients. And it was something like Jesus versus Santa Claus in a fight. And it was spectacularly rude, and of course he sent it around to all of his industry friends, and suddenly everybody was on the phone. It's like, this is great, what's this? It's hilarious, and that's how the thing came about. So now you know, it's like an education, eh?
Thank you very much,
All right, no worries. And in closing...
No! You hear me? You go to hell! You go to hell and you die!
Talk Radio. The success story continues. 2.8 million listeners. The latest audience research is in. And now we're bigger and better than ever. Nearly 500,000 more since last year. Talk Radio. Commercial radio station of the year.
Now on Talk Radio, Where Am I? With 1-to-1, the national network for free national calls.
Yeah, all this week we're playing Where Am I? With 1-to-1 to celebrate their new special edition free national call tariffs. In every show there's a new clue to the whereabouts of our 1-to-1 caller, who's somewhere in Britain. And if you think you know which town or city they're making their 1-to-1 free national call from, you could be a winner. I've got somebody ready to play Where Am I? With 1-to-1, and that person happens to be Amanda. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Amanda.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Where are you?
I'm in Sunbury, Middlesex.
Sunbury. That sounds lovely. Is it?
No, not at all.
Okay. Just checking. Right, well, it could be bad to make you £900 richer. But first, let's hear the clue once more from our 1-to-1 caller.
I'm in the Ship Inn, where Francis Drake once sunk a pint or two. Where am I?
Where is he?
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth? Oh. Oh, Amanda. Oh, I'm sorry.
Never mind.
That's not the right answer. We'll send you a Talk Radio prize pack to thank you for taking part, and that means Bill Overton and Claire Catford will have another clue at 7:20 tomorrow morning, and our 1-to-1 prize fund grows by £100 to £1,000. Oh, Amanda. She's to lose a baby, so we're going to have to kill her. Sorry about that. Here's the one in London. Hello, Mick.
Hello, Nick, what's happening?
All right, nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Did you see on the news today, you remember the guy who played Darth Vader? He had his hip replaced.
Now, which one? Because there was a guy who actually wore the costume, there was another guy who did the voice, and then there was another guy who played the face when the helmet was removed in one of the episodes, in one of the movies.
Multiple choice. No, leave off. No, remember, it was the guy who done the Green Cross ad, remember?
Ah, right, the guy was actually in the costume, yeah.
Yeah, he had some happiness, didn't he?
He did?
He did, don't you remember? He got banned from telly?
No.
No?
Remember this, Mike? Are we treading onto dangerous territory here? Do you remember anything about this?
No.
I can't remember. What was the guy's name?
I can't remember the guy's name. He'd done the Green Cross ad back in early 80s.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he got banned from telly.
Banned from telly?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put you on hold, and Andy can figure out exactly why he was banned. He's on line 2, and so you can check with him, because we don't want to start libeling anybody.
No, I think he should be banned from radio, that guy. He sounds dangerous to me. I think he'll probably put us all out of work.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I have no idea why, but I'm scared all of a sudden.
Are you making an executive decision?
I am.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry, Mick, but we're going to have to lose you, baby. Here's another loser, so we're going to have to kill him too. Here's one in London, Andrew. Blimey, you came across all kind of, I appear to have, there he goes. You came across all sort of masculine for a moment there. You were kind of, you taking charge. What the hell's got into you?
Well, I think it's about time that I started kicking you guys into shape. There's far too much farting around on the show.
There is?
Well, we must do things by the book.
Too much farting around?
Far too much.
I couldn't agree less. Here's one in London. Hello?
Hi. Is that the same producer who Ian Collins has?
I'm afraid so, yeah.
I thought that was the same guy. The Americans are running everything now.
I know, and Canadians too. He's so annoying.
Right, I'll make no further comment about him or the Jolly Green Giant. You know that spontaneous combustion, Nick? They did a programme tonight, and they proved that it isn't spontaneous combustion. Just as a by-the-by. If you're interested, I'll tell you more.
No, I'm not. I've never talked about spontaneous combustion in my life. This is something that Ian was doing, so you can call him about it.
Oh, right. Fair comment. No, the Diana Mania is what I rung up about. It gets me wound up every time her name's mentioned, not because I got any particular bias one way or the other, but I just think that there was a long thing tonight on the TV news about the popularity of the royals and blah, 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 blah. Not one mention of how she died, not one mention. Why didn't they take a poll of how popular the tabloids are, which they're not, because talk radio's taking over. And I think they want to do some more of these.
Talk radio's taking over? What does that mean?
Well, the people aren't listening, aren't reading newspapers so much. They're getting...
Well, the circulations are going down, but not by all that much. I mean, they kind of go down sort of like 3%, 5% a month. Is it a month or a quarter?
Yeah,
something like that. No, it's not a big deal.
No, it's a steady thing, though, and I get my news off talk radio, and I don't buy a paper anymore. I certainly wouldn't buy any of them red tops, and I think they should do a poll and saying out, and we know they're not as popular as they were, and it's quite right they shouldn't be, so that's not forgotten in this new hysteria that's going to come up for the next week or so, because I think they should look at that and not forget the reason.
Thing is though, mate, as soon as one of those red tops will put a Diana on the front page, up the circulation. Even now,
yeah,
you know, there's a special pull-out colour edition inside of all the pictures that we can't think of a use for anymore.
But it's only a few 100,000, this is the thing. I mean, this is the sad thing. They try to turn it around to the public, all that cobblers like, the public bought, if the public didn't buy. Well, it's not the public, it's not 60 million Britons, it's only a few 100,000, which justifies their balance sheet. So that's all it means. I mean, it doesn't mean the public. I'm not copped for that. I haven't got any guilt over it, and I think 57 million people probably haven't. But they worked a number on it, didn't they? But that's the way they work. I mean, so they like, aren't they? So anyway, that's got it off my chest, and and no libel, no names, no pack drill,
and no cost for that psychotherapy. We should charge more for these calls. Seriously, there should be like 50p a minute, something like that, because it's almost like psychotherapy on a radio station here. These calls aren't expensive enough. Here's one in Gravesend. Hello, Sheena.
Hiya.
Hello.
It's me again.
Me again?
Yeah, I called you last night.
Oh, you did? Okay, as long as
Yeah.
you don't call twice in the same show, that's all right.
Right, that's what I learned about it anyway. Now, what was I going to say? That geezer earlier on about South Park,
Yeah.
he's not the only one. So he's not alone.
Not the only one what?
That watches South Park.
Of course he isn't, otherwise it'd be off the air by now.
Yeah, mind you, right, all today I've been saying to people, have you seen South Park? They've all said no as well.
Well, as long as you're spreading the word, that's...
I'm trying,
because
I'm trying.
I would hate to think that Channel 4 are going to do the same thing that they did with Beavis and Butthead, is they bought like 1 or 2 series, and then they just show the same ones over and over again at like 2 in the morning. I can't stand that. There's about 100 Beavis and Buttheads made, and they only show the same stinking few over and over again. That's so aggravating. Especially when, like me, you put them on tape and keep them, and find that you've got, you know, like 6 tapes of the same 5 episodes over and over again. That's so annoying. What the hell are they doing over there?
Also, Nikki, before I go, is there any chance that you can say to me happy birthday, because I'm bringing my birthday forward 5 days because Dinah died on my birthday.
You want me to wish you happy birthday 5 days before your actual birthday?
Yeah, because I'm bringing it forward because I don't want to have it.
You
really
hear me?
involved,
You go to hell. You go to hell and you die.
Don't be nasty. I'm going to kick you in the nuts.
I'm gonna kick you in the nuts.
Well, I'm pissed off.
Thanks a lot, Sheena. No, the answer is no. No means no. When I say no, I mean, well, maybe. 0500 1053 89. It's a free call. We'll go to the snooze and come right back at your ass.
Talk Radio. Your views, your calls, your commercial radio station of the year. On 1053 and 1089 AM.
Talk Radio satellite weather. A cloudy night for northeast England and eastern Scotland with some isolated showers.
What's going on here?
It's me doing the weather.
How come?
He wrote it.
What, did you have like an executive meeting in there when I didn't show up? Suddenly somebody else is reading the weather now? Good grief, get back and answer the phones.
All right. Oh, do you want Mike to do it? Here we go.
Well, I don't know, you just were so, thrilled to do it. Perhaps I should let you, because,
he never gets
Ray's like
but
bouncing
he was complaining to me before that Kevin never lets him do anything around here. So well, you can do it all, Andy. I don't care. You write the weather. You
well, now it's right out there on the air. You know, Kev's probably at home with his notebook out, writing down the problems that we're having with the show. Well, you see, you screwed up the Into the News on the first Monday when I was away, and at 11:03 there was a real problem there. And if I had been there, then that wouldn't have happened. You know, he probably hasn't gone anywhere, sitting at home with his notebook, just desperate for us to screw up in his absence. So, okay, go ahead, read the snooze.
Okay.
The weather.
All right.
By the way, the newsman has screwed up a couple of times there. First of all, when the eye of the hurricane hits, then it's complete calm. It's no problem at all. It's the eye of the hurricane, no problem at all. You know, we could be standing in the eye of the hurricane playing cards.
Nice. Yes.
Seriously.
Oh, it's nice.
And, we could have somebody bringing us cocktails. It'd be great. In fact, I could do the cocktail right now, like a margarita straight up with, not straight up, actually, not frozen.
No. Lots of salt?
Oh, no, no salt.
Oh.
And it has to be that blue agave gold tequila, none of that white gut rot stuff, as I explained last night.
Okay. Oh, well, I'll get the garçon on it now.
Yeah, would you mind? Okay, so back with the weather.
Okay, Talk Radio satellite weather.
Oh, another thing that he did was that Lods, I thought that it was pronounced Woods, or something like that.
Well, I don't think we ever got the correct definition or pronunciation.
I'm giving you the correct pronunciation. Aren't you listening to me? I'm saying it on the radio. Damn it.
Are you positive that it's Woods?
Of course. Don't you hear me say it?
Well, I do, but that doesn't mean it's right.
Well, what does that mean? Like I would say something that's not right?
I would ask.
Does that sound like me?
No.
So...
Anyway, moving on.
We're doing the weather, aren't we?
Okay, Talk Radio satellite weather. Tonight, a cloudy night for northeast England and eastern Scotland with some isolated showers.
Right.
Elsewhere will remain dry, although there will be a chance of patchy mist and even ground frost in parts of Northern Ireland, western Scotland and northwest England. Outlook for tomorrow, the eastern coast of England and Scotland will be rather cloudy with isolated showers. The rest of the UK will have a dry, bright day with occasional sunny intervals. Maximum temperature 19 degrees Celsius, 66 degrees Fahrenheit.
I don't know, it sounds like mixed weather to me.
I want to complain about the rudeness of BT's customer service people.
Yeah, the hell with you, pal. Get stuffed.
Why do I dislike Jerry Springer?
Your mother's so ugly, she looked out the window and got arrested for mooning.
What?
I'm no oil painting, but she doesn't look...
Yeah, you are an oil painting, but one by Francis Bacon.
Getting jiggy with it. Getting jiggy with it.
recommends the recommended retail price.
Whose idea was it for the word lisp to have an S in it?
I love the smell of George Michael in the morning.
That was a beautiful radio moment. Come on, get real. This is the 1980s. Try to keep up.
Nick Abbott.
Hello, 500 10 53 89. It's a free call. I'm Nick Abbott doing for James this week. James back on Sunday. Here's one in Harpenden. Hello.
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 Hi. I just thought I'd phone up about two things.
Okay, first of all, I know I'm obsessed with people's age, but you sound like you should be in bed by now.
Really? No, I'm not that young.
How young?
I'm 25.
You are 25.
I am.
You are?
And my baby's in this room with me.
You're joking. You are with child?
That's right. I just thought I'd either phone up about. I agree with you when you were saying about the PlayStations. You know, because somebody I know is always on them.
Yeah.
Unless you wanted to talk about something else that was in the news, Paulie Yates, I was going to make a point about that. But I don't know what...
Paulie Yates is in the news? What a surprise.
Well, I just think it's bad that they've been giving her a bit of a slating again. You know, they're always, you know, from what she's been through with Michael Hutchinson.
Yeah, never mind about all that. Let's talk about you being pregnant. I just got an email from one of my friends in the States, and she's whining because she's about... I think she produces in next month or the month after, and she just can't. She flat out can't stand it because the baby wakes her up at like 3 in the morning, so she's like going around dog-tired all the time because it's like kicking and bouncing up and down. Do they bounce up and down?
Well, my one did towards the end.
And she she feels fat and ugly and kind of like she's not a sexual person anymore. And
well, a lot of women, even when they're pregnant, they do feel quite, they've still got quite a, I know I felt like quite a bit when I was pregnant. So I don't know why she feels like that, but she does, and she doesn't.
No, she just doesn't feel like a sexual person anymore. She feels that that's been taken away from her by this thing, this bouncing, kicking thing that's inside her. And what really aggravated her was that she could only get a tan on her front because she couldn't lie on her stomach.
Yeah, I don't tan that easily anyway, and that annoyed me that I couldn't have sunbeds around that time. But
so I advised her to go to a beach rather than sort of lying on the concrete or the like a wooden deck or something like that. She'd go to the beach and dig a hole. She could stick her stomach in it.
Stick her stomach in the hole.
Yeah, of course.
Well, if she's feeling that bad, I think maybe she needs to have a pamper or get her man to give her a massage.
A pamper?
Yeah.
No, I thought you bought Pampers after the baby.
Sorry, what was that?
Aren't they, don't they come in packs and you use them after the baby's arrived? Like...
No, I mean if she's, rub body lotion all over her body.
I see. I thought you were saying that, being pregnant...
You're winding me up.
You lose all kind of control of your bodily functions. Do Pampers come in adult sizes? I didn't know that.
Do you still think I sound as though I should be in my nappies?
Well, kind of, yeah, a little bit.
You thought, I've got a friend here, and they're laughing because you think I'm about 16, maybe.
Something like that, yeah.
Anyway, that's all I wanted to say, really.
Okay, so, now, you living alone?
Yeah, that's right, I am.
He's scarpered?
Well, we might get back together, maybe.
No, don't get back with him. He's obviously a slime ball. You want to pick yourself out someone who you...
Well, let's phone this line more often.
Yeah, there you go. It's
not good advice.
Of course. You want to pick someone who's worthy of you, naturally.
Yeah, that's right. That's why I haven't, I'm quite happy at the moment, and I'm just, not jumping into anything that I shouldn't.
No. Well, that's all we require, that you be...
But my Chloe, she's my world, so that's,
of course.
What's the most important thing.
Precisely. Happiness is the most important thing.
All right, then. Well, thanks a lot, Nick.
Bye-bye.
All right.
0500 1053 89. Free call. We better do this and come back.
Nick Abbott. You have got to talk to him. He'll listen to you.
Good
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. This has gone on too long.
Absolutely, I couldn't have put it better myself. Here is a mobile on the M4. Hello.
Hi, Nick.
How are you?
All right, mate, and you?
Good.
Something's been worrying me for ages and ages. I do a lot of driving in my job, and, you know, I'm always out on the road. And I go around, and you see the county boundaries. And, like, if you come out of Somerset, you go into Gloucestershire, and the boundary signs are about 100 yards apart. Who owns the bit in the middle?
That's a good question. I'd never really think about that.
I know, I'm sad.
I think
me for ages.
Yeah, I don't think anybody. I think it makes you sad. I think everybody's kind of thought about it. It's one of those things that you think about, but you never actually sort of, say it out loud. Yeah, I've thought about that too. Who owns the bit in the middle? That's a good question.
Could you just build a house?
And the two councils would be, sort of locked together for years, and never the twain being able to figure out who actually has jurisdiction over it.
Exactly.
That's a brilliant move on your part, Steve. I wish you the best of luck.
And the other one, from an earlier call, the guy that played Darth Vader was Dave Prowse.
Dave Prowse, that's right.
He came from Bristol.
Well, that's a good place to come from, I guess. Bristol City.
Everybody's got to come from somewhere.
They do. All right, thanks a lot, Steve.
Cheers, Nick.
0500 1053 89. Here is a complaint in Dundee. Hello?
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 Hi. I've just been thinking that, I heard you speaking the other night about, am I speaking to you?
Are you speaking to me?
Yeah. Am I speaking to you? Yes.
Well, does it seem to you like you're speaking to me?
Yeah, but it sounded very, very quiet. I was listening the other night, and you were saying that other broadcasters kind of choose subjects, and come and sort of feed them to the public and then get the response. But you prefer to just kind of take what calls you get and
right.
Is that you?
Yeah. You're still speaking to me.
Why did your voice suddenly became very kind of feminine?
Isn't that funny?
Yeah. It is. Anyway, all I wanted to say was, you've obviously made a policy decision about this, and this is the way you go about your show.
Oh, right, yeah.
But really, you sound terribly bored by most of the calls.
Yeah.
And actually, I mean, they are really quite boring to other people as well. I mean, you've had people speaking about sort of county signs there between borders, and somebody phoning up to say they spend hours on a computer game and not sort of deriving any points of information from this. And I mean, you tried really hard with your Paula Yates person. You just thought that poor Paula was getting adverse publicity, and it must stop. She was obviously very concerned about Paula, and you were trying hard to bring the subject round to something slightly more interesting to you, obviously, and probably to other people too. But I mean, it wasn't. You weren't getting anywhere with this, and you seem to end up spending most of your time speaking to the Canadian bloke, because he's obviously the most interesting person you're coming in contact with here on the show. So maybe you should introduce subjects that are interesting to you.
Oh, blimey, anything but continue with this call.
Okay.
Seriously, Alison, you have got to cheer up here. Take some caffeinated coffee, really. I mean, go to the doctor, get him. How about Mother's Little Helpers? It'll pick me up, something like that, dear. You need to get some energy into your life.
I think it's a reasonable point. I mean, if you're bored, then you can probably sort of, I mean, you can assume that the other people will be too, And I mean, you could pick things that were interesting to you, and they might be interesting to other people.
Okay, I'm not going to do topics. I just won't.
No, I know, but even like when you get calls, I mean, say like the woman, with her computer games, and you were saying to her, well, there must be something seriously wrong with you. You spend 5 hours of your day, and what a waste of time, and that kind of thing. I mean, I would have expected then that other people might phone in and have something to say in a more general sense about this kind of, you know...
Yeah, but this is not what we do.
Futility.
This is not like a helpline, Alison.
No.
We don't do serious for a living. That's just not what I do.
But it is
This is by far and away... No, it ain't. This is by far and away the most serious call I think I've ever taken, and boring doesn't even begin to describe it. Seriously.
That's mean.
I know.
That's a mean thing to say.
An unnecessarily nasty thing to say? Is that what you're saying?
Well, not really, no, but... You know,
that's what I thought you said.
Anyway,
yeah.
but, you know, I really like... I like your show, and I like your style.
Oh, now you're beginning to suck up now. Now I've started now I'm rounding on the attack. Now you like me all of a sudden.
I do like you, yeah, but I feel sorry for you, actually, because I think you sound incredibly bored. And, I mean, no wonder, you know. I mean, that's fair enough when people talk about Paula Yates and things like that. You know, I mean, it's hard work.
The amazing thing, Alison, is that this is, you know, I don't mean to be nasty to you because you're probably a very nice woman, but this is without doubt the most boring call I've taken all week. And yet the subject of the call is how boring callers are. Incredible.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. 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 0500 1053 89. It's a free call. Here is one in Hull. Hello.
Hello. Hello, mate.
What a contrast to the last call. Hello.
Hello, mate. How's it going?
All right.
Oh, my poor hand's killing, stuck to the phone like this for hours. Hello?
Yes?
Hello, it's me, mate.
It sounds like you, yeah. Here's one in Dereham. Hello.
Is that me?
Hello, dear.
Is this Hazel again?
It sounds like Hazel.
Oh, just a quickie. Just 2 items before I get to about South Park, Nick, please.
What, you've got a list now? 3 things
no,
you want
just
to do on the
2.
show?
Okay, I'll cut it down to 2.
Grief.
I'll do that because you'll cut me off.
Sooner than you know.
Well, you see, we have to say it quickly because we get cut off otherwise.
Already you've taken up 20 seconds of our valuable time.
Okay.
Telling us how quickly you're going to get through the list that you've
The
got.
gentleman last night, you know, you were saying about your engineers taking all the leads home.
Yeah.
Like they take the bat and ball home.
I know,
so
it's my ball.
play.
It's my ball, so you're not playing.
You're playing, and you are having trouble. Well, the gentleman who came on about the same time, he was saying about, MI 1, 2, 3, 4, where were they, you see?
Yeah.
And I think that's your engineers, right? That's number 1.
Right.
Number 2, he actually said, if you're steaming over the kettle, why do you got your steam up and your eyes don't? Well, I've tried it, and your eyes don't because they blink.
You're a genius, Hazel. You actually held your face over the kettle. Okay, and we're listening to you. Okay,
Are you
go
okay?
ahead.
Are you ready?
And 3.
Then we got South Park.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's not the film. I told the fib to Andy. What they're doing is the genius geeks of South Park.
Yeah.
And the suave satirists of airplay join forces to create basketball. B-A-S-E, catball. A sports stand-up that puts the jocularity back into jockstraps.
What the hell are you talking about, Hazel?
You know, the South Park people.
Yeah?
They're going to make a film with a man who made Airplane, Naked Gun, and Hot Shots.
Mr. Zucker.
Yeah, David Zucker. And their names are Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
That's correct.
And the name of the film is going to be Basketball. It's a modification, the game of basketball, an absurd amalgam of baseball and basketball.
Where are you reading this from?
My magazine.
What magazine?
Premiere.
Premiere?
It's not off the top shelf. Or the bottom shelf.
Did your grandson give it to you?
It's mine.
Really?
I get it every month.
You're way outside their demographic group there, Hazel. I mean, people of your age don't go to the cinema.
Of course they do.
No, ages ago they used to go to the cinema when it used to be 2 and 6.
I know, Tupney Rush on a Saturday with the kids. No.
Yes.
No. Anyway, just a quickie about Mike, bless him.
Oh, blimey. You've got so much stuff here, Hazel.
Just a minute, this is it then. Honestly, sweetie, the thing is with Mike, he's tired, bless him, because he's been up all night and day. Isn't he?
Really? And you know this because...
I listen all night with him as well.
Right, because you...
I'm up all night with Mike, and I'm up all the evening with you.
You live in the flat opposite, and you have your binoculars trained upon him.
Of course. I've got MI5 working for me.
It was a call from Hazel.
Anyway, just Twitty, you're going into hospital tomorrow. You take care.
You are really sitting at home taking notes, aren't you, dear? 0500 1053 89. It's a freak. Oh, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Hazel. Oh, she's gone without saying goodbye. What a damn shame. It's not a moment too soon, either.
Nick Abbott. He's a stand-up guy. He really cares about you, too.
Okay, so Ian's coming at midnight. He's doing 6 hours. How does that go, by the way? I mean, does it just fly by? Because Mike the Mechanic does this show and then that one, which seems incredible to me. I mean, we've only got a little 2-hour show this evening, but normally it's 4 hours here and 6 hours there. That means you have to pay attention for 10 hours.
Oh, it's horrible.
Is that why you slack during my show?
Yes, exactly. That's how I pop out for a nap. No, I woke up today and I thought, oh, what a great day. I'm only on air for 8 straight hours.
Yeah.
This is excellent. How stupid is that?
Stupid.
Yeah. But, no, I did speak to management about you going to 1 o'clock and Ian starting at 1.
You did?
I did.
You did?
Yeah. Well, I thought you'd get bored of only 2 hours. You're up and running. You'd really want to get into it.
Is that what you said to them?
Yeah.
It's a good job there's 3 panes of glass between you and me, because otherwise I'd have to kill you. He seriously said that?
Well, I considered it.
So you didn't say that?
I intonated. But anyway, they said, no, they wanted to keep the continuity of Ian doing 6 hours a night.
So you did say that? I'm in shock. You know everything I've been saying about how crap Kev is and how I don't want him to come back and how I was asking the boss to fire him?
Yeah.
I can't wait till he comes back because I'm working with somebody who's trying to sink my ship.
I'm not. I'm trying.
Everybody's rowing in different directions here.
No. I was doing it on your behalf.
Oh, on my behalf, you wanted me to do an extra hour for the same money. Are you mad?
No. I was going to get you to double the money. That's where they balked.
Oh, there was going to be more money in it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, why didn't you say that right off the bat?
See, you jumped to conclusions. You
would have prevented me from losing my mind for a moment there. I lost my rag.
Yeah.
Where the hell is my rag, by the way?
I don't know.
I've been looking for it everywhere.
We've got a posse out looking for it.
Here is one in Exeter. Hello?
Hello?
Angie.
Hello, Nick.
Angie.
How are you doing?
Angie.
Now,
however the rest of that song goes, yes.
I could sing it for you because I used to be a professional singer, but never mind about that.
You used to be professional?
In my youth.
Really?
Anyway, I just had to pick up the phone because that stupid woman, the one that was downing you about the way you do your show, and I think it's very light-hearted. I like the way you do it. I listen to talk radio all the time, and your format is different, and I like it. It's light-hearted. I've been going through an incredibly bad time, such a bad time you wouldn't believe. And this is the first time I've wanted to pick up the phone because it's so nice to hear the way you are with people. I like it.
Okay, well, thanks a lot, Mum.
Oh, shut up.
So nice for Mum to have taken the time to give us a ring.
I'm not old enough to be your mother.
Yeah.
And you're into ages, aren't you?
Kind of, yeah. How old are you, Angie?
Well...
Go ahead, turn me on.
No, I won't turn you on, because I know I have quite a good voice on the phone, but...
Well, I don't know.
It was my birthday.
Let's take a poll of hands in there. Do you think that Angie has a good voice on the phone in there? Hands up. Not one single hand up, Angie.
I don't believe it.
Not one stinking hand.
Anyway, never mind. It was my birthday on the 24th of August.
Nobody cares.
I know. Hang on a minute. But I was so bad or depressed, I didn't even open my cards.
You were a bad girl?
No, I was very depressed. And I thought, sod my birthday. Who cares?
Do you need some correction?
I'm another year older, so what?
Angie needs some discipline and correction, ladies and gentlemen. She has been bad.
Oh, I wish. Anyway, I just wanted to say, Nick, that I think you're doing a good job.
So that was terrible. You sat alone in your squalid flat.
No, I've got a house.
You were sitting alone in the appalling front room of your house.
My house, yes. With a very sick dog.
In the squalor of your own front lounge, and your dog is chucking up in the corner.
No, it's a bit more than that. I've just lost one dog.
You lost one. Well,
Yeah.
to lose one dog is careless, Angie. But for your other one to be sick at the same time, that smacks of.
Now that isn't all that funny, actually, Nick. You know, I mean, I won't.
Well, we don't know your circumstance, Angie.
No,
but,
I
please...
don't want to go into them really.
Well,
but
we don't want to hear it.
okay, it's fair enough. But I still think you're a damn good presenter.
Well, we love you straight back, Angie.
Oh, thanks a
And
lot.
cheer up, because if I've learnt one thing about life is that it sucks.
Yeah.
And then you die. No, the thing about life is that if it's really deeply crap now, then don't be thinking that is your horizon. It could get better before
well,
you know
let's hope
it.
so. You know,
And
I
it's
mean,
just
I'm
around
going
the
for
corner,
a bad
precisely.
thing with the.
Well, don't tell us.
Why not? I'm not ashamed to say it.
Yeah, I just don't think we want to go down a depressing...
It's not depressing because
is.
I'm getting over it.
Oh, cool.
Right, it was breast cancer.
See, no, that's
And
depressing.
I'm fighting it.
But it's depressing, though, Angie.
It's not.
But if you're coming through and you're, it all seems brighter on the other side, then that's an
But it's
excellent
just
thing.
everything else that's getting me down at the moment, and you've made me happy. That's all I wanted to say.
I am thrilled.
Oh, I know you're thrilled to bits about that, Nick.
I have... no, I'm being serious now. I'm glad that I've been able to pass on a little happiness. You used to be a professional, Angie.
Yes, I did.
Well, why don't you join in with us? I don't hear you joining in.
Well, no, because you didn't start it from the beginning, did you?
Oh, it always has to start from the... You can't pick it up halfway through. That I possess...
Oh, yeah. Come on.
With
more of my joy of happiness.
You used to be a professional.
Happiness is a wonderful place. No, I did it. I was from the same stable as Gary Glitter when he was Paul Raven.
Really? You used to perform in a stable? I had no idea.
Oh, yeah. And Alvin Stardust.
My Cuckoo, I remember it well.
And
what happened to Alvin Stardust, by the way?
Eden Kane, do you remember him?
No. Alvin Stardust, whatever happened to Alvin Stardust with his, he used to have a leather glove with rings over the glove. What was that
That's
about?
right. And then he changed his name to, what the hell was it? Michael Couture.
The Archbishop of Canterbury. Was that who he changed his name to?
And then I went all over Germany for about 18 months.
You did?
Yeah, where the Beatles were. And I tell you what, when we were in the Star Club, which were where they were in the beginning, they've written all their names over the wall. And when I think now, if only I'd had a chisel.
You'd have ended up with little bits of wall.
No, I'd have ended up with a few bob, I think.
Okay, well, it's like, did you used to have a stage name that we might remember?
Yes, Angela Delaney, because I used to play the drums.
You used to play the drums? You
Yeah.
Must have, in what kind of an outfit did you used to play the drums?
Well, I used to sort of sing, you know, with the backing group, and I used to do pop, rock, ballads, standards, a lot.
You must have been one of the first women drummers.
Well, I didn't do much drumming. I was mostly a singer, and I was one of the first sort of rock. I mean, I'd have make a bomb now if I'd have been born sort of a bit later. But my manager, my agent, he decided on the stage name of Delaney because it sort of swung in with Angela. But I mean, I really did well. You know,
That's a nice name, Angela Delaney. It sort of really trips off the tongue.
swings,
Yeah, that's exactly right. So you used to be a rock chick. Let me hear you go. Wow.
What do you want me to sing?
No, I just want to hear you go. Wow.
Wow.
Well, there you go. You could be the new Janis Joplin, Angie.
I don't think so. The old one, maybe.
A comeback tour is just around the corner.
Well, I don't know. I wish I was a bit younger, you know.
I'd like to hear you sing this. I don't hear you joining in, Angie.
Oh, what the hell is it? Have you just made it up, Nick?
That's a beautiful piece of music. That's top of the hit parade, I'm sure of it.
What's that?
Oh, come on, Angie. You don't try and convince me that you can't join in on this.
Well, what is it? Oh, lovely. I don't think so.
I want you to practice at home in the bathroom and call me back when you've got it down.
You come
packed.
help me, I will.
Okay, will do. I'll watch for a knock at your door in about half an hour.
Okay, well,
Thanks a
you
lot.
take care, Nick.
Cheers.
And it's been a joy talking to you.
What a nice lady. That was Angie from Exeter. Beautiful. And Andy's kind of like, you just can't sit still like that, can you? Your head's going back and forward like this, like one of those nodding dogs on the back shelf of a car.
It's that kind of song, isn't it?
Yeah. Join in on this one. The one I played just before, a little bit too fast for a beginner, but I'm sure you're up to speed by now. Here it comes, Big End. Beautiful, and she performed that last part on her own. Here's one in County Down. Hello.
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 Yes, I just want to get something off my chest.
Really?
Is this business about the young unemployed helping out in classrooms? What a ridiculous idea. I mean, half these young unemployed that can't even speak the Queen's English. And under God are they going to teach the children? Have you any opinion on that yourself?
No.
Why not?
Why not? Yes. Now you sound like my dad. Why don't I have an opinion? Like I'm going to be sent to my room until I can come out with an opinion on that? I couldn't care less.
Well, you sound like you've got an opinion on most things.
Yeah, but not that.
Does it not bother you?
No, it doesn't. I'm not remotely interested.
Have you any children?
No.
Well, if you had, would you want them to be taught by one of these...
of course.
You'd want one of these scallywags coming into the classroom?
Yes. Teach them how to nick car radios, that kind of thing. Just give them, a good start in life.
Yeah, that's probably what they will teach them. Bloody ridiculous. The other thing I wanted...
Now, wait a minute. You sound like one of these crotchety old men who's kind of like bent over at the waist, shaking his stick at the modern world. What's wrong with, just start to relax and enjoy things? I know you're not as young as you used to be, but just, chill out, dude.
I am chilled out, but I'm very chilly.
You're the least chilled out person I've ever spoken to, sir.
Well, I'm a bit of a Victor Meldrew.
You are?
Yes.
But like my dad, I bet you kind of revel in that. When people tell you, when you kind of like go off on one, when you start shouting at the news, I bet you shout at the news, don't you?
Yes, I do, regularly.
Of course you do. Yeah, and people say, oh, blimey, you're like Victor Meldrew.
Yes.
And you kind of like that in your own special secret little way, don't you? You think, oh, yeah, I kind of like the notion that I'm, one of these harumphing old men. You are, though, aren't you?
Absolutely right. You are indeed. And I love to phone up and get things off my chest.
Of course you do.
And incidentally, can I say something else before you cut me off?
Sure, why not?
I do agree with that lady about that was saying about the topics.
Yes, that's no lady.
I think the topics would give the program a bit of structure and direction.
And the linking thing between you and her is age, sir. It's just
age.
Yeah, it's just what you're used to. This is like a little too young and vibrant for you. I think we need to give you the number for LBC. Here's one in Cornwall. Hello.
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 Hello. Is that Nick?
It sounds like me.
It does. I'm Jackie.
Hello, Jackie.
How are you? Sorry, I shouldn't say that, should I?
It's on my screen is where you're from, but I don't want to say it. You better pronounce it.
Fioc.
Fioc.
Cornwall.
Right. Okay, well, I'm glad that we got that, correctly pronounced. I wouldn't want to make a mistake in that respect.
Anyway, that gentleman who was just talking, wasn't the point I was going to make.
Yeah.
But I could teach those children a few things.
I bet you could.
Yes, I could. And I'm not even qualified as a teacher.
No, but you're qualified in life, and that's all that's required, yeah. You could just show them some things that would make their eyes pop out, I bet.
I think so, yes. No, there was a gentleman about half an hour or three-quarters of an hour ago.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I've just been to make myself a cup of coffee while I was waiting. There was a gentleman that said that he didn't know why he couldn't get from Somerset to Gloucester. There was a gap in the middle.
Yeah.
It was ages ago now.
Yeah, I remember.
I've been trying to get through. Well, the county's called Avon. It's a little tiny county.
No, he's... You know when you're driving along...
I do. I used to go up there. I used to...
Do they allow you? Do they allow you use of heavy machinery, Jackie?
Oh yes.
You know when you're driving along the road and it says you are just leaving wherever,
Yes.
And then there's about...
it says nothing, doesn't it?
And then it's about 100 yards, and it says you're just entering
That's
whatever.
it. Well, that's Avon in the middle.
Avon? Don't be daft, woman. I mean, everywhere you go, it's Avon?
Well, no, that little bit is Avon.
No, you don't follow this at all. There's almost like a ring around every county.
I know.
That's no man's land. What is that about?
Yeah, but that is the Avon bit. But it used to be when I was at college.
Don't be daft. I think it's the actual... You know, you look on a map and a line surround...
yes, I know.
You know...
I'm quite good at geography.
You are?
Very good.
What's the difference between a stalagmite and a stalactite?
Well, one goes up and one goes down.
Oh, yeah, easy for you to say one goes up, one goes down. It's which that I'm after.
I know that one.
I think that if one sort of...
Tights go up and the other ones go down, I think.
Your tights go up and the other ones go down?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Okay. No,
well, that's the way I remembered it.
Lines describe the area that makes up a county, and I think that the no man's land bit is the actual line on the map, and you know, in real life it's about 100 yards wide, but on the map it's just a line. So because it's neither one thing nor the other. So that guy's probably quite right. You could build a huge house there, and nobody could, you know.
I think you'll find it's Avon. Well, it used to be in my day.
But that's dark. I mean, I don't understand what you're saying. So if I was in, you know, like Scotland, and I was going from one county to the next, and there was a 100-yard gap between the signs, it would be Avon. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Honestly, it used to be in the old days. Because I'm 50. Well, getting on to 50.
So wherever you are, it's Avon. Is that what you're saying? This is making no sense, Jackie. So in that respect, it fits right in.
It's true. The latest audience figures are in, and Talk Radio has the largest audience ever. Nearly 500,000 more since last year. So we'd like to say thank you to you. 2.8 million of you. Keep listening and keep calling, and we'll keep the whole country talking. Now, more people than ever know that you can't help but get involved.
Our biggest ever audience, 2.8 million people.
Nick Abbot on Talk Radio.
Free call 0500 1053 89.
Somebody's got to sort out the delay on this system, because there's no reason why there should be a delay on this system, because I find it impossible to put this stuff in on the beat, because you have to...
Maybe you just don't have any rhythm.
Wow. I've got rhythm up the stick. It's my rhythm stick, as a matter of fact. No, a system like this shouldn't have a half a second delay on it. And of course, because I know how long the delay is, but when music's playing, you're thinking in a different time beat, so it makes it almost impossible to put it on the beat.
Right.
Hi.
See, like that.
Yeah.
You press it.
Hi.
And then just like a half a second later, something like that, it comes in. Someone has to tighten it up.
I'll get somebody on with the spanners.
Really? Here's one in Torquay. Hello. She wants to hear her name on the radio. Hello, Anne.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sorry. There was a hell of a buzz.
There was a hell of a buzz?
Yeah.
Really? You're getting a hell of a buzz down there, are you?
Yeah.
What are you on?
Yeah, I would be telling. I had a good evening.
You had a good evening?
Yeah. I went to see the Red Arrows.
Oh, good.
And they were brilliant.
I know, it's just great.
Yeah. Flying high in the sky.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Precision is absolutely fantastic.
It's extraordinary.
Certainly was. It was worth going to see.
Right.
And so what did they do?
They didn't do the heart that they normally do, but they did fly past, the two of them.
Yeah.
They weren't very far apart. A few feet apart.
A couple of feet apart?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you can imagine two planes.
Yeah.
One upside down.
And the other not?
And the other not, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very, very good.
It sounds like flying Air India.
Yeah.
Actually, it doesn't sound like flying Air India at all. I just like to make that quite clear.
Oh, were you?
So you've just been to see the Red Arrows. Where were they performing?
In Torquay.
Torquay, of course.
Of course.
What's going on down there then?
Regatta week.
So naturally the Red Arrows.
Yes.
Because it's, it's all about sea, and so let's do air as well.
That's right.
Shame they couldn't, get all the elements in the one thing and do wind too.
Yeah. Ooh. That was nasty.
Really? Did that one hurt?
It certainly did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Anne.
Okay.
0500 1053 89. Free call. Here is one in Bath. Hello.
Good evening, Nick.
How you doing?
Okay. I've got a job.
You have a job?
I've got a job now.
Yeah.
And I'm not happy about it.
Okay, what made you go out and get the job in the first place?
I was railroaded into it by the stinking job centre, wasn't
Really? Those bastards.
Oh, can I say that now? It's after the watershed, isn't it?
I don't know. Can we say that?
Can I call them...
You already did.
Well, I know I did, but can we say it?
But can I...
Just don't say it again.
Don't say it again.
Oh, can't I say it?
No, you can't, because I've said it already.
Can I call them bar stewards?
You bar stewards? Did they send you on a bar steward course?
No, worse than that.
Really?
They sent me to an employment agency.
An employment agency, really?
Now, those are bar stewards.
I know. There's many jobs in bars that you can get from an employment agency. That's correct.
Indeed. You can polish glasses or rub the brass.
Yeah.
No.
Seriously, you get paid for rubbing your brass?
No, I used to be... No, honestly, signing on was a lifestyle choice. I used to be like Picasso. You know how he'd pay his bills in restaurants by just signing his name and stuff?
Yeah.
You go along every fortnight, you sign your name, and they give you money.
I know, what a great idea.
It's brilliant. And I resent... Do you know what, I may sound perverse, but in a way, I almost resent getting paid for my work. Because I did some voluntary work last year.
Yeah.
And that was fine, because, I wanted to be there, and that attitude meant I gave a better account of myself. And I didn't get any money for it, but that was fine. And then if someone actually has to force me by waving money in my face to turn up and do stuff, it's like, it's kind of degrading.
Precisely. I mean, what are you, Reg? You just a prostitute? Are you just doing this for the money?
I'm a wage whore.
Say it. He said it.
Yes.
So what's the new job then, dude?
Right, well, it's warehouse work. Have you ever done, like, order picking?
Of course.
You have?
Yeah.
Everyone has.
I've done every kind of job that's ever been invented.
And, I mean, it's okay, because, of course, there's no one breathing down your neck, and they just give you a docket or whatever, and you go off and pick stuff and
now,
bring it back.
Is it a warehouse that has things stacked up very high?
Yes.
Okay, well, then...
And things drop off the shelves.
Of course they do.
They do. I was walking along, and something just fell off behind me with a huge thud.
Well, if it's only slightly damaged, that means you get to take it home for free.
No. I mean, it's where the forklift operators don't align it correctly, I guess. And it just kind of fell off without any prodding from me.
Right. Is that what you... That's what you told the foreman? I was just walking along casually, minding my own affairs. And some computers fell off, and suddenly there's like £10,000 worth of damage, and you've only been on the job like 2 days.
Some
kind of genius. They really did make the right decision in hiring you, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, really. They must have been desperate. No, guess how many hours late I was on the first day?
3.
Precisely.
You were 3 hours late on the first day?
What? Yeah. My body clock hadn't adjusted, of course.
What, to getting up at what time?
6:30, something like that.
6:30 in the morning? That's a perfectly reasonable time for a person to be getting up to go to work. 6:30 in the morning, that's what people do.
I didn't know that 6:30 existed.
Yeah. You'd never seen it before from getting up. You'd seen it the other way around.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, of course. Like you come in from a club late at night, and then you make the bad move of turning on breakfast television before you've been to bed. And it's almost like you tune into a Martian channel, and because all these people are perting up and perky, and they're talking about news issues and stuff like that, and that's just not where your head is at all. You just want to stare at the television and listen to some Brian Eno music, and watch, the pretty patterns, the changing shape, something like that.
Well, the fixed grinning rictus is something we have in common by that time in the morning, I guess.
A fixed grinning rectum?
Rictus.
Oh, I just pressed the wrong thing.
I had another thing.
I lost all control, and it,
I had that in True Stereo tonight.
You did?
Yeah, I went out for a drink, because, I needed one, kind of thing.
Of course. And after a hard day at the warehouse.
Indeed. And at one end of the bar was the landlord. At the other end of the bar was the landlady.
Oh.
And, well, you can imagine the rest, I guess. And then the landlady went and got an egg sandwich. And then she got some wind. And it was kind of like the belch equivalent of hiccups. She just didn't stop. And I felt hypocritical for feeling disgusted because, you know, I mean, who doesn't, of course, you know, exhale that kind of thing once in a while.
Yeah, precisely. But the difference is that I do it for a living.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, mate. 05, and the best of luck in your new job. I'll give you 3 days. 0500 1050 389. It's a free call. I guess we should do this and then come back.
Nick Abbott. You have got to talk to him. He'll listen to you.
Hit me. Okay, not much time and lots of stuff to do within it. Here is a call in Bristol. Hello? Bristol.
Hello.
Yes.
All right, mate. How's you?
Okay.
That's all right then. I just thought I'd phone in because last person was talking about his job. I thought I'd phone in and tell you how much I love mine. And I miss it because I'm on the sick.
You threw a sickie?
No. I got knocked off my push bike on the way home, so I haven't been able to work for the last month, so...
Wasn't somebody throwing a vegetable at you, was it?
Oh, no, this is better than that. This is somebody trying to drive over me on the way home, so...
Okay, well, does that happen a lot?
Well, I don't know. I get quite a lot of threats, you know, about 3 or 4 a week.
You do? When are you going to learn, Pete?
Well, I never will. I hate cars, so...
and what do you do for a living?
Yeah, this is going to get everybody phoning in. I'm a privatised parking attendant, a privatised traffic warden.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, one of the blue hats.
You're a privatised traffic warden, you've thrown a sickie, and you really enjoy your work, and you miss it.
I love my work. I can't wait to get back.
Why? I mean, because you walk the streets, it doesn't even matter if you don't own a car. Already, everybody hates you.
Correct. I have a hatred for 4 wheels with an engine in it. These things are trying to poison everybody in the centre of town every day, and it's my job to get my own back.
And so do they give you targets to meet, for tickets? They say, is the pressure on to just write as many tickets as you possibly can?
No. The pressure's out there to visit streets as many times as we can. Some streets have to be visited a certain amount of times, and...
No, but come on, if you come back and you haven't issued a parking ticket all day, they'll say, what the hell have you been doing? What's his name? Your co-ticketer has issued 500. You're falling down, you're fired, they'll say.
Well, no, for a simple reason. You cannot give a ticket to somebody if they haven't done anything wrong.
Oh, please. You're trying to tell me you've never given a ticket to a car that actually hasn't done anything wrong?
I haven't. I can't speak for everybody, but I personally have not. I mean, every car that I've ever given a ticket to has committed an offence.
Like, you'll be waiting at one of those meters and you'll see there's just a couple of minutes to go, and so you'll think, well, I've got a couple of minutes, sure, why not? You just wait there until it clicks over, and then you slap
I
a ticket
will,
on something.
because, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I need my money, I need my job, and if I go against the rules, then I can't fulfill my commitment, and if I don't fulfill my commitment to wait the legislated time and to do my job properly, then at the end of the day there's a chance of me losing my job. And to me,
right, well, you're already saying like a job's worth. He's like, oh, well, more than my job's worth. You're like one of those.
Well, no, not a job's worth.
And so what kind of aggravation do you get from people on the streets?
Oh, I get the irregular death threats, personal vindication. I'm gonna come around your house. I'm gonna find out where you live. I'm gonna cut your throat. I'm gonna drive over you next time I see you walking across the road.
Wow, it's like doing a radio show.
It is, yeah, but at the end of the day, I mean, you're not wearing a uniform, and they can identify you if you walk across the street.
What an attractive uniform you wear, though. Is it,
it's lovely.
Not one natural fibre in it, all completely nylon.
Oh, it's lovely. South African paramilitary, it looks like. It's enjoyable. I mean, at the end of the day, I get to walk around Bristol, which I find a lovely city, and there's 1,001 stories to be told about 1,001 different buildings, and I could give somebody a guided tour while I'm walking around my beat, doing my job, and I enjoy the city I work in, which was one of the upsides of the job when I took it. At the end of the day, I get paid a wage, which is another upside, as everybody knows, everybody needs money. And I enjoy my job. I enjoy walking around Bristol, and I enjoy, because I'm a cyclist, and I enjoy walking, I enjoy cycling, but I do not enjoy motor cars. I hate motor cars. I think they're environmentally disgusting. I think they pollute people, they kill people, and I enjoy, every ticket I give out for 100% valid reason. At the end of the day, I think to myself, that's another one for the people who don't own those disgusting machines.
Well, that's certainly one way of thinking about it, Pete.
I love it. I really do.
And
hopefully I'll be back to work soon. After the last car drove over me, I'm hopefully back to work soon.
Okay. Well, there's a man who really is cut out for the job. Thanks a lot, mate. 0500
Take care, mate.
1053 89. It's a freak call. Here's one in Glasgow. Hello.
Hi, Nick. It's Andrew. I'm calling just to ask anyone if they'd ring in and explain why anyone can get upset about the death of Princess Diana when...
Oh, blimey. This call we want to take like 2 minutes before the end of the show?
Oh, God, sorry about that. Well, it's this Mother Teresa died in, like, the same week and no one batted an eyelid.
No, because she didn't look great. Well, that's the reason why. She didn't look great.
Right, you solved it. Well, okay, a quick point. Just about the computer games. I mean, I must admit that I'd rather have a game of table tennis than play on the computer. But what's wrong with like an hour of mindless fun in front of a PlayStation when you compare it to like watching Beavis and Butthead, then South Park on the video for an hour?
Well, you might learn something.
What? From South Park?
Of course.
Actually, there's a lot to learn from Beavis and Butthead, but there's also a lot to learn from Virtua Fighter 2.
Well, if you say so. You virtually need a roadmap to figure out that call. First we were in Princess Di, then we were in Mother Teresa, the table tennis, and Virtual Fighter 2.
All the inspiration I keep getting from listening to the show.
Yeah, you certainly do have a wide range of interests, and I wonder what your bedroom wall looks like. 0500 1053 89 is the number for Ian, who will be in after the new news. I'm Nick Abbot, back tomorrow at 8 o'clock. This just got faxed to me. It's a short list of explanations of what women say and what they actually mean. Do you want to hear this?
Play, yeah.
Okay, when they say no, that means no. When they say maybe, that means no. When they say yes, okay then, that means no. When they say we need to talk, it means I want to complain. When they say does my bum look big in this, they mean